Cliff Lee out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
So striding in, Lou Brock. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder. Now the 2-0. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Hit on the ground to third, and this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
Batting second, the third baseman, Joe Torre.
In now, Joe Torre. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Yo.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 1-2.
Inside.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, Jeff Bagwell, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and stepping in as the center fielder, Steve Finley. set. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 0-1 pitch. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Brock is off of first with 2 away. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Cruises through the first, no problem. Mariners nothing, A's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. John Smoltz, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Left side, but well foul. Smoltz has logged upwards of 3,400 innings of work so far in his career. And over those innings, he's compiled north of 3,100 strikeouts, putting him in some amazing company. Names like Curt Schilling, Bob Gibson, and Pedro Martinez. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Kevin Newman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Striding in for Oakland, Gary Sheffield. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball 1-0.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Runners on first with one down. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
1, 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
He's set. Here's the 3-2 down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2, making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And there he goes towards second. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Stepping in now, Willie Mays. Lifted down the line in left. He'll run this down in foul territory, and here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The A's lead this one 1-0. Digging in now for the Mariners, Howie Kendrick, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, the catcher, number 9, Benito Santiago.
Set to get his day started, Benito Santiago. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses inside. 1-0. Pitch on the way. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Next up for the A's, Eloy Jimenez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. No one out with a runner at second. Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. Smoltz has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Tom Murphy.
Stepping into the box, Tom Murphy, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. From the stretch. A ball and a strike.
Lane 11.
One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
1-2.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Standing in now, Chipper Jones, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Pops this one up. Brock's coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Into the box, Kevin Newman. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a bobble out there by Kendrick. To second for 1, on to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Settling in now, Gary Sheffield. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. just watch the splitter here, 2-1.
1 strike.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The batter, number 24.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Willie Mays. He hit a sac fly earlier. First delivery to him on the way.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Here's the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The 2-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here's the 3-0. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
You've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Tyler Webb is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman.
So here's Pete Alonso. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. We've played 2. It's now 7-0. In now the Mariners DH, Jonathan Schoop. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1 the count. Bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Standing in, Kike Hernandez. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First delivery to him on the way.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Kike Hernandez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Back to the top of the order now. And in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 2-0 on the way. A strike, and it's 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Up next for Seattle, the third baseman, Joe.
Next for Seattle, Joe Torre. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogarts has it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the A's.
Bottom of the third now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Xander Bogarts.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away.
Ball.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you find where the Mariners find themselves entering play today. One gone for the A's here in the third. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Finley calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Daniel Murphy.
Next will be the designated hitter, Daniel Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No. 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Here it comes. 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2-3 go the A's, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Now at the plate, Jeff Bagwell. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. the 2-1.
3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Pitch on the way.
Loud contact by Bagwell, and a ball carrying well to left.
And that's off the left field wall.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box now, Steve Finley. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
1-1.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Full count.
Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. A runner at second, nobody out. Popped him up. Murphy is there. 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch.
Ball. 1 ball.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. From the stretch. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
The catcher, number 9, Benito Santiago.
So now to the plate, Benito Santiago. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. Throw to the plate goes right by him. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's set. Here it comes. Ran the circle change in on him. A ball and no strikes. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
2-1.
taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Down is full.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Newman fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the A's 7 and the Mariners 1. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now here it comes.
Ball.
The 1-0. Misses off the plate. Two and one after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Chipper Jones.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Chipper Jones. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. And he popped him up. Brock's coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Gary Sheffield is on deck. Here it comes on 3-0. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Brock looks up.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, the reliever on the mound started getting in trouble, and we thought he might be out of gas before this at-bat started. And sure enough, he serves up the home run. Hindsight is 20/20, but I think they'll be kicking themselves for not turning to a fresh arm to get out of this jam.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Willie Mays, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. 3 runs already home here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Pitch popped up. Bagwell has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, the first baseman, Keith Alonso.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. On, he pops it up. Bagwell in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the A's put up a 3-spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. We played 4, and this is now a 10-1 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Designated hitter, Jonathan Good.
First delivery to him on the way. Jonathan Scope is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fastball called strike 1 and 2. Now here it comes.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Into center field, line drive base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Hernandez, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has been dubbed the second baseman, but I'll tell you what, everybody on this diamond either pitched or played shortstop in Little League. I guarantee you through the ranks he has touched shortstop multiple times, and this will not be too much for him to handle.
1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop. Nobody out, runner on first. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 20.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Lou Brock. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Jimenez, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Joe Torre.
At the plate, Joe Torre. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pops this one up. Newman ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for Seattle. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Brad Peacock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Brad Peacock.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. Not great. He's 1 for 8. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
No one out with a runner at second. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and one.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
In now, Tom Murphy. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Heading out towards shallow right. Renfroe has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. Digging in, Chipper Jones. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's the ball. 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Fouled off. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Striding into the box, Jeff Bagwell. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Steve Finley. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Bases are empty, one man out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. 1-2.
1-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Again, a 1-2. Oh, and he misses it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Now batting, second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
2 gone now in the Mariners' 6th, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and this takes off on him as it's over his head. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And now it'll be the catcher, Benito Santiago. First pitch on its way, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Newman is there, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 10 and the Mariners 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
The second baseman, Kevin.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
To 1-2 now. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a liner. Foul. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now another 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Finley is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
the right fielder, number 10, Gary Sheffield.
Striding in, Gary Sheffield. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Bagwell over to his left, 2 down.
Now batting, number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willie Mays. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch.
No. 2-2.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as the blowout continues. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And right into the shift. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw in time and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The A's lead it 11-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Kike Hernandez.
Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the A's 11 and the Mariners 1. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. The 1-0 home.
Drive.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Popped up. Bagwell over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Ready once again, Eloy Jimenez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
That's foul.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
No.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
One and one, here it comes. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the 2nd out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Daniel Murphy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 11-1. Standing in, Lou Brock. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Stepping up now, Joe Torre. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. One out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now batting, Jeff Bagwell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball called just a bit low. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Steve Finley would be next. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Steve Finley. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. Sheffield will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mariners leave one. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Tom Murphy. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Kendrick has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chipper Jones.
So coming to the plate, Chipper Jones. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, off the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Finley is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now back, second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Now at the plate, Kevin Newman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A's are gone in order, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Austin Voth comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Austin
Digging in now, Howie Kendrick starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. 1-0.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Now here's the pitch.
Ha! 2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Popped him up. Alonso in foul ground. 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Stepping in now, Benito Santiago. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Nothing in 2, the count to Santiago. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The right fielder will take Hunter Renfroe.
Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. The catch is made, and the A's have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series as this one is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Athletics posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Cliff Lee with his 4th win this season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. John Smoltz was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 11 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.